Hello, hi. Hi, hi, hi.
There we are.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Elle.
Hi.
Excited to help you get this kicked off today. This has been such a topic of conversation lately, so this is so timely. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for participating in this beta group too. Thank you very much.
Really cool.
Really?
Yeah, happy to help. Yeah. Hope we didn't have any homework or anything. We're just gonna dive in today, I presume.
Yeah, we'll dive in. Do I have host?
I should be able to share.
Oh, share. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit record.
Cool.
Request to record. I will just request. Send request. Host has approved. Okay, excellent. I think that's recording. All right. Shall I just start, Amanda? You're okay with that? Okay. Awesome. Thanks everyone for attending. I will share my desktop, my slides, my nifty slides. Okay, excellent. And so I can't really see y'all or see the chat. So Amanda knows what to do. She just tells me when there's a question. Okay, everyone, thank you for being curious enough about ranking higher in the AI chatbots, otherwise known as answer engine optimization. So we're increasing your visibility in the AI tools. And the next, it's a 4-week program. Although I'm just going to connect, just double check with Amanda. In the school description, it said it was a weekly. I think it might be better if we do every other week, but we can decide after this hour
Cool.
because there is going to be homework, and I don't know if it can all be done within the week. So we can totally be like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, that kind of thing. I know August is really vacation time and whatnot. So. But by the end of the 4-week program, we're going, oh, you know what? Sorry. I need to do my territorial acknowledgement. So sorry. So I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm on the unceded and ancestral traditional territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations, otherwise known as Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I'm paying my respects to the elders, past and present, and committed to honoring their history and contributions as we work together towards reconciliation. I You may already know, I've said this in previous workshops, that I am a third generation settler living on stolen land. So I am deeply committed to unlearning and learning about the Indigenous culture. And I'm finding very many similarities between Indigenous cultures and many others, including my own. And the biggest thing is that I am extremely thankful for Indigenous mindset of stewardship and worldview related to reciprocity. And as they're stewards of this land, their concept of land isn't about ownership and control. It's about being caretakers of the land for the well-being of future generations. So I just deeply love that and see that as something that can be very useful in this day and age. So going back to the program goals, over the 4-session program, I will be hoping to explain the shift from SEO, search engine optimization, to answer engine optimization, identify opportunities for AEO implementation in your business, create content so that it can be optimized for AI searches and voice searching, and then implement basic schema markup and structured data, which is very important for AI to be able to pick up your content, and develop a strategy to align with your business goals, and then measure and track AEO performance using available free tools. And so to break it up, during week 1, we will go through AEO foundations, which is about understanding what it is and why it matters, the difference between SEO and AEO, and then recognizing that AI search engines and their impact on business visibility. Week 2, we will discuss content optimization for AI search, create content that answers questions directly and clearly, optimize for voice search and conversational queries, and structure content for featured snippets and AI answers. And then week 3, technical implementation, which is going to be very beginner friendly, implement basic schema markup, optimize website for crawling using formats such as FAQ and other structures or other formats to structure your data effectively. In week 4, we will go through some strategy, measurements, and then next steps because this is going to be ongoing. It's never done. And that includes developing your AEO strategy, tracking and measuring, and then optimization and improvements. And I spelled improvements wrong. A little bit about me, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Eleanor Wong. Please call me Elle. I've got over 26 years of corporate experience. I facilitate AI leadership change and inclusion workshops. A sort of associate certified coach, and I deliver diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging workshops for the International Coaching Federation. And I am a very proud She is AI ambassador. I'm also on the AI advisory council team and the regional lead for Canada. All right, so feel free to ask any questions in the chat or interrupt me as I cannot see you. Yeah, we'll go over this foundational aspect of AEO, and there will be some exercises for you in just a few minutes. Okay, so in terms of how we're searching, it's quite a bit different now thanks to AI. So case in point, when we searched in Google the best marketing strategies for small business, we typically get something like this. And it's all right, there's like a lot of links that you can click on to find what is the best strategy. And sometimes this AI overview takes over, right? So it's not necessarily going to lead you to the links that you may have for example, for your website, because it's all summarized for you at the very beginning. So that's the goal. We're trying to make sure that we get into this AI overview. So that's, Google. We used to just Google everything. When we talk about inputting that exact same question or that exact same query into ChatGPT, this is the kind of query results that we get, the output that we get. It's not actually really giving you the same detail. It's kind of giving you more about what the actual strategy is. So no links to other companies. It's not pay for play. There's no sponsored ads or anything like that. Not a bad thing. Let's click on it to see what else might be different from when I did the screenshot to now. So yeah, not much else. And then we've got Perplexity. Perplexity is, a great resource a great search engine that combines large language model, and it gives you very good, concise answers, as well as the resources. And the resources are in the numbers right after the answer, and it gives you the resources up top as well. So I love Perplexity, but when you put in this exact same prompt, you're going to get this kind of output, and it looks very different from even Google and ChatGPT. And so again, the whole point for answer engine optimization is to appear in Perplexity, to appear in the Google AI overview, and to other large language models like ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini and whatnot. So that's kind of where things go when we're searching for the exact same sort of like query, different types of output depending on where you're which large language model you're using, or if you're still using Google. So basically, you can get the same question, 3 different experiences, your traditional search results, and then you've got your AI overview, and then you got your conversational AI answers. So the rules are being found online are changing and they're changing fast. And also now most the data shows that 60% of Google searches don't click any further because of the AI overview. And we've got over 10 million daily queries in Perplexity. And Perplexity has basically enlisted over 10 million users in the last 12 months. Voice searches are typically about 50% of the queries now. And typically they are also 3 times longer because you're more verbose when you're talking to your chatbot. And so that is definitely changing how things are being found or how things are being searched for. It's no longer the 1 or 2 words that we're typically entering into Google. Um, and other statistics I just wanted to throw out there. ChatGPT has over 330 million users over the world and over 2.5 billion prompts a day. So that's a lot of users and a lot of queries, and that number is it's still lower than Google, but it's gaining fast. And then Perplexity has a growing number of professional audience. Cloud users, that is growing quite rapidly. And of course, you've got Copilot, Microsoft products, and Microsoft large language model that's also being used quite a bit. So the good thing is that if you optimize for one large language model, you usually hit them all because they're typically all looking for the same thing, which is clear, helpful, well-structured answers and not really focused, not really about like specific tricks or whatnot that SEO might be more familiar with. So you're probably wondering, okay, what is really AEO about? In order for me to tell you what the actual definition is or how it works is to go through SEO, search engine optimization. And so SEO is really about, ranking high on things like Google, things or searches like Bing to get the clicks on links, right? We want to be like the first ones on top. Well, AEO is about providing direct, concise, and accurate answers so that AI search engines can understand and use to answer the user question. So it's a little bit different, right? Like there's more content or more direct and clear content that needs to be created in order for the AI agent to find you. Um, and yeah, people aren't looking for links anymore. They're looking for answers. And so if your business isn't optimized for the answers, then you're missing a massive opportunity to be seen and to be chosen. So essentially, SEO is still needed. It's your foundation. AEO is the house that you build on top, and both are needed to function. So your SEO efforts get your content discovered by AI systems in the first place, and AEO ensures that you become the chosen answer. So for folks that are in marketing, typically um, traditional SEO means that you will end up showing up in about 3 to 6 months. Whereas with AEO, it could be as little as 10 days. Now, that's fast, and that's like if you're really doing a lot of the work, and there's a lot of work. And so I'm not trying to say that we're going to be done, like, have some visibility within the next 10 days. I'm especially if we're going to be meeting every 2 weeks. So I'm going to say, at least give me 30 days. Don't hold me to it. And yeah. And some of you may have heard the term GEO. And so it's very similar to AEO. So AEO is again like, it's built on FAQs and how-to guides and other structured Q&A. And GEO is more about like having conversational and AI friendly FAQs. So they both optimize. One is optimized, and AEO is about appearing in snippets, instant answers to boost your visibility and your brand, whereas GEO is more about enhancing your brand presence in AI generated responses. So we're doing a blend of both because we are going to be working on, FAQs and how-to guides, and we're also going to be creating tool, or sorry, conversational friendly FAQs. So they're going to be kind of merged together. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the traditional SEO sort of approach, and it is about driving traffic to the website, ranking, focused on keywords, and having some optimization and link building as priority. Whereas AEO is about being providing like direct answers. So people are asking questions and having that conversation. So you want to be able to have answers for those questions and be the chosen answer. And so it's more question focused and talked about content and clarity and focus, but also like having authority and trustworthiness. And there's different sites that we can do that to increase authority and trustworthiness. So before we go into any further, I'm just curious, maybe you can put into the chat, how many of you have asked ChatGPT a question this week or any or whichever large language model? Um, I'm assuming we use it on a daily basis. So the number can be quite high. So just put your best guess in the chat. Oh, I'm missing. Oh my, there's a main chat and then there's a different chat. Sorry, I didn't even see this. Okay. Gemini is making a splash. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Okay, 30 minutes. Many times today, yes, using ChatGPT and Perplexity daily. Haha, only one? Haha, yeah, that's true. I'm usually on three a day. Yeah, how many a day? Okay, yeah, so I'm probably um oh a day 50. I mean, I'm in it all over it. Yeah, so okay, next question. How many have used Google to like how many times have you used Google today? Not so much. None. None. Oh my gosh, all these zeros. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, I use it for Google Maps. That's about it. But yeah, okay, Julia, you still use it occasionally. Yeah, I mean, there's no occasional use for it. It's not going away. It has its uses, but definitely for many of us, especially for the AI curious and enthusiasts, like we're definitely slowly phasing that out. Natasha says, I don't use Google anymore unless I'm looking for directions or what time historically. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Natasha. Yeah. So this is more urgency for us to be appearing in our large language models. And so why does that matter aside from, the obvious? Because it's where your customers are going to be asking for you. It's increasing your visibility. It's so you can increase your engagement with community, I should say, builds authority and trust. It's in your best interest to appear in a way that makes you look like you should be the source of truth or the thought leader in your field or your industry. It's future proofing. This is the way that the world is working now, decreasing in Google and increasing in large language models. And it's also, I know, it's a competitive advantage, right? Your edge is appearing in large language models. And yeah, many businesses are still focused on SEO, so this will give you a head start. And yeah, there's less competition than traditional SEO. So, okay. Alrighty. So there's 8 steps in this AEO strategy. And so the first bit for today is going to be we're going to do an audit, an AI audit of your company. And then we're also going to try to understand what your customers' questions are or your audience's questions are. And then there's going to be some homework. And when I share what that homework is, we can decide if we want to meet in 2 weeks or 3 weeks time or monthly. So, okay, so there's how many people are here? I can't tell. I think it's only like 7 of us. I was going to put us into breakout rooms, but maybe I won't. We'll just do this all together because I do have an exercise for you. Um, how am I going to do this now? So we want each other to search for another person's business. And we're going to search in all three platforms, ChatGPT, Google, and Perplexity. And basically, the you would be asking, thinking about, what question would my ideal customer ask AI about my industry? So I'm going to give you about a couple of minutes to think about what that question is or questions are. And then maybe I still will do breakout rooms. Um, do we need a blog or something on our site? Yeah, eventually, in order to increase your AEO. Yes. Kinga says, yeah, yikes, my sites are down. Okay. And I still can't tell how many people. Sorry, give me 1 second.
I think I see 8 minus all the note takers, but I'm just double checking.
Okay.
Delane, Flory, Natasha, Dawn, Minda, L, Julia, King, Ellen. At 8, 9? Ian, there's a few.
9.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can. I
Yeah.
can't do breakout rooms here. All right. Okay, how about this? Why don't we all put our company names in the chat? Or sorry, why don't we put yeah, what your question is? First time using Perplexity. Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, I shouldn't assume that everyone knows um these sites. So perplexity.ai, and then if you can type that into your browser, and I will do that as well. There you go, perplexity.ai. Oh, thank you, Flora. Okay. Okay, so yes, it works like ChatGPT, but it doesn't have a memory like ChatGPT, but it's phenomenal because it can just give you some really great answers. It's a great search tool, research tool. Okay, so if you've had enough time and you have that question that you think your ideal customer would ask, maybe just put it into the chat so we don't have to do breakout rooms. Ellen says, "Do you build B2C?" Oh, so that's the question. Okay, that's your question, Ellen. Thank you. Okay. Is that the question for us to put into the three platforms? Yes, okay. Okay. I thought that was a question for me. Okay, so once all the questions are put in there, we can maybe divvy up who is inputting those questions into the three platforms. Um, Amanda says, Perplexity says, how do I get started with AI and what skills or learning path should I focus on to advance my career? Okay, so that's a good question. So Amanda used Perplexity to ask what their ideal customer is asking AI, right? I mean, that's brilliant. Yeah, definitely use the a large language model to ask what the questions are. Um, and sorry, Amanda, is that related to She is AI or your own?
Just shares our brand. I'm using that as a test case.
Wonderful.
That's what,
Okay,
and I'm doing the same in ChatGPT. It just gave me a list of questions, so I said we'll dial in on my customer persona and give me one leading question so that I get really specific. Otherwise,
wonderful.
yeah.
Okay, great. And Julia says, ChatGPT says, we need to tell our story in a powerful visual way. Can you help us? Can you help us create a short documentary or campaign? I like that. What are the leading frameworks for integrating human and strategic architecture and which actually work in scaling companies? I mean, yeah, that could be a voice, question in ChatGPT. Okay, so if we have time, just pick whichever one or all and input it into each ChatGPT, Google, and Perplexity and see if like what were the companies that showed up or what was the result.
Come again? You mean you put the question in Google?
Put the question in ChatGPT, Google, and Perplexity and see if if She is AI shows up or if Natasha's company shows up. Kinga,
Oh, I get you.
King,
From the question back into the. Oh, there, gotcha.
yeah. So I will do that in Perplexity.
Well, it gave me a how to get started in AI, just like using me as a use case in ChatGPT. It just gives me how to get started in AI, and I was like, tell me some businesses that can help me. So it goes, oh, the She is AI community by you. Like, okay, of course, I'm going to
So
come up
you must
first.
have the
Okay,
memory.
but the AI Exchange by Rachel Woods. That's
Okay.
quite good. Thinkific, AI courses. Yep, we know them. Future Tools, Matt Wolf, Creator Economy. Yeah, like Woman in AI, AI Her Way, Nikki Sweeney, Australia, all the top ones. It's a pretty good list. So
Ah,
it didn't do too badly.
okay. And that's partially because you probably trained your chat GPT on your
It's so
company.
trained, it spits out all the perfect data. So I don't know if
Yeah.
it's totally just us or biased, but it's we've tested our own ChatGPT and go, tell me about She's AI, and it like spits out perfectly. And for myself, it's great that we've just trained it that much. I'm like, that's excellent. But
Yeah.
that's nice, just a general list. I don't know if it's being like biased. Like, of course I'm going to put you in the list, or it's actually going to bring that up for other people as well. But it's really nice that we're in that list and that yeah, like Natasha, it's actually thrown some people, not just big companies, but some personal brands and local kind of companies, which is nice. That's actually given us Nikki and Matt Wolf and people like that. And
Great.
Woods, which is kind of nice. That's a good so it's interesting to see what other people will get. Yeah, not just the big
So,
brands. Yeah.
yeah. And so I
Mm.
put that question into my chat GPT, and I don't know if it's the same as yours, but what was the secondary question that you put in to bring up the companies, just so that I'm consistent?
Oh, yeah. Can you suggest some businesses that can help me? Hmm.
I might have She is AI in here as well, because um oh, so is that a bit different, Amanda?
Oh, no, that's perfect. Oh yeah. The
AI.
oh, it's sort of like oh yeah, you get a whole different list. Oh, they got Rachel Woods again, Sis, John Wilson. You got some different ones though. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Superhuman Academy Growth School, but that's a good list.
yeah.
Mine
And
had has actual links as well, but I notice yours is a bullet point, so I don't not sure what determines. Mine actually gave me their websites and links and stuff like that, and just their name. But you've got more results than me, grouped by
okay.
category, which is nice as well. So,
Okay.
That's
And
interesting.
and so unfortunately, she is AI did not show up in ChatGPT. And let me go back to Perplexity. So, I mean, there's a short list for deep learning, grow with Google, Coursera. I mean, and then so I shall put the same query, secondary query that you put in, which is, can you suggest some businesses that can help me? Okay, can you suggest?
Yeah, I'll try Perplexity, who doesn't know us on.
Mhm. So we've got Learn Worlds, Rocky.ai, Balance, Magic School, Benninger, Tools for Diversity. Okay, that's Tools for DEI, AI Education and Leadership, Khan Academy, Teachermatic, Skillsoft. Okay, all right. So this is a good baseline. Oh, and I didn't do, what was the other one? Did I do Google? I have Google up. Where's my Google?
Oh, Ellen got some good results. That's cool. Future
Hmm.
tools, Techstar, she's AI. Banging. Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
really?
Mm.
Okay, so hey, anybody have some
Anyone else?
uh,
Yeah.
interesting findings about your query? I'm not
No,
expecting my
for me, for this is
Natasha.
Natasha. For me, no, I think I'm just in a very competitive market with the big players because every last one of them were big players that I definitely wouldn't compete with.
Yeah.
So yeah, my company is nowhere on the list. It's talking about Hey Jen, it's talking about DID. Those are the tools that I use to
Mm.
create this stuff, but my company is definitely not coming up. So maybe I have to ask a different question or because it's not going to come up.
You're right.
But yeah.
So the good
But my
news is,
customers are the ones who want what they do, but they're not going to go to Hagen and do it. They're going to have me do it in Hagen for them. You
right.
see? So this
So
is not working
the
for me.
Right. So the question that they ask that customers will be asking might be a little bit different in order to find you, and that's what we're going to try to
Hmm.
figure out. Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
because it is possible to be in the same list as the big players.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, interesting for Gemini. It gave me choice A and choice B for the same query as ChatGPT and Perplexity. So I'm not going to go through with this, but this is just giving you kind of like a comparison of just how different the output can be for the question that you think that customers are using to look for you. Okay, sorry,
Now,
I am, yes.
have you found, is there a way to kind of clear the memory so that, when we have trained, is there kind of a way to say, know that, don't know that it's me, I guess.
You could try doing searching incognito for
Okay.
ChatGPT. I don't think I don't know if I can't remember if Perplexity has that. Um,
Because I know that it's biased towards me because I've tried testing it so many times.
yeah. Yeah, and so ideally, you would like set up a fake account.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I can't remember where. Yeah, I mean, reference saved memories here. You can go incognito for Perplexity.
Mhm.
I'm not too familiar with Gemini. I think there is a way, and Claude for sure there is a way.
Yeah, I think a
Uh,
lot of people are using Gemini. And then I also yeah, there's a couple other tools, but yeah, that's for me something that I've noticed that mine is extremely biased
yeah, I found
in
myself
me,
too.
even though I
And
have memory off and things like that. So I'm
Mhm.
not getting a very good read on myself.
Oh, yeah, and this is also, something that we can do. as a cohort is test for you. And so the beauty of this is to be able to leverage everybody else's login and
Awesome.
our memory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
so we
cool.
can definitely do that. Um, and so we can figure out what the names are, the companies that you're hoping, the websites of your companies and whatnot too. I can list that down. Okay,
Oh,
so
you know what, Elle? You know what I did? So I asked my ex guy. I said, I'm basically not competing with the big boys, because if a customer's asking, how can I get a custom avatar built for my business or for my brand, it's gonna produce the big players like HeyGen, DID, Synthesia, right? And so, but that's you have to build it yourself. They're not gonna build it for you. So I told Sky the issue, and Sky's my personal AI. And I said, okay, how can I'm trying to make my website AEO optimized? And so, what questions should I be putting in so I won't get the big boys? Because I'm using those tools to create these avatars, and the people are not going to go to them to create it. They're going to go to somebody like me to create it for them. So, I came up with this one: who can build a custom AI avatar for my brand?
there you
So
go.
that might be a better question than what I asked, because
Great.
I didn't ask who could build it. I said, how can I get one? And then it sent it to the big boys, right? So I'm gonna try this and see what happens. And then he gave me like there's 7 of them. I need help building an AI video spokesperson. Who does that? They still might give the other ones though. Okay. I just
Yeah,
wanted to
and
add
so
that input. Yeah.
thank you. And that's just a really good point too, because especially in perplexity, where am I back? So the beauty behind where did my perplexity query? So yeah, so you can see down in perplexity all the way down, there's like related questions that you can ask. These are gold. These are gold here. What types of businesses can best support my personal and professional goals? These are the questions that we need to remember as our customers will be searching through these questions for us. So I'm jumping ahead, but definitely this is a resource for you to find those questions, as well as in Google. I don't have Google up, but you ask the same question in Google, and you know how Google has here, people also ask. This is also a great resource to find what the most popular questions are to find you. I mean, these are just some of the examples. And people are also considered, that one might not be as accurate, but it's there. And so you're getting some hints and tips as to the questions that may be asked to search for you. And this is a great start. But you'll also have to think about, different ways of finding that information. And that's I'm going to go through that either. I think it's in it's in next week's workshop. Is it or this one? Okay. Is it okay if I move on, or is there more questions in here? Okay, answer that. Yes. You have lifetime access to answer the public. Yes, that is a very good tool. Okay, Delane says, I asked Google, how can I take care of my parent diagnosis, Alzheimer's, and still keep my job? And the window popped up and says, new, try AI mode, search whatever's on your mind. Oh, not interesting or continue. That's interesting. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah. In most cases, our companies won't be found, but we've got some work to do in order to adhere to how AI searches for companies to be listed. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce to you what your homework is going to be, and we can start working on it now because it will take some time to understand what the most popular questions are that your customers are asking to find your product, services, or industry. And the best way to think of this is to think of who, what, where, when, why, and how. How do I use, your product? Where can I buy your product? What are the benefits to your services? And in addition to coming up with those questions, and it could be more than 10, we can you can choose the top three, and then from that, write a one paragraph answer for each. And it's just don't spend too much time on that one paragraph answer, because next week we will be going through kind of like a particular like format that we need to have our answers appearing, such as having certain like headlines, like header, and then the way that we answer needs to be concise and in a particular way as well. And the a great way to find your questions are, customer support tickets. Perhaps you have sales recordings. Go through Reddit. If there's a particular Reddit subreddit, go through that. Go through Quora. I don't use Quora. Go into your competitors' YouTube videos and look for comments in there. Answer the public, and then Google's people also ask, and I should also make sure that perplexities related questions are added there too. Perplexities related questions. Anybody else have other sort of resources where where questions may be? Okay, so yeah, there's the Googles. People also ask perplexities related questions. Yeah, okay, so let's start. And I have something. I created something for y'all. I'm gonna put this. I put the worksheet onto a web application using Claude. So you can sort of track what the homework is. So essentially, you can put your name, your business, and your date, and then this is where you can enter in your questions, and then you can rank them, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, what have you. And then for each of these questions, we're going to test out. First of all, we will test out your if you're visible. And we did that already, some of it, and we can do it for our other colleagues that are on this call right now. You can share your name of the company in the chat, and then we could send out the list and we can test this out all together using different platforms. And then if you happen to be using, let's say, Claude, we can figure that one out as well too. And then, so again, this is your homework. So whatever you ranked as your top three will appear here. And then you can enter whatever the question was, and then your one paragraph answer. After you're all done, you can actually email it to yourself so you have a copy. But this is just a way to sort of like not give you a PDF version of your homework, but kind of a more, I don't know, a nice business solution. So Natasha says, I don't think this is going to work for my biz. I'm still getting the big boys. I've gone through the three questions already. Okay, so this is like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AEO. We've still got quite a bit of work to do, I have to say. So if we go back to week 2, we're going to create content. Very specific content. We're going to optimize those. Thanks, Julia. We're going to optimize to ensure that it can be found for voice and conversational queries. Then we're going to structure the content. And then we're also going to make sure that we have the schema markup, which is a bit of work. We're going to be creating FAQs if you don't already have it, as well as blogs, like blog posts will definitely help as well. So even though you feel like you're competing against Fortune 500 companies, if we do this, there's a chance that we can be on the same list as the big boys. So don't lose hope. So Julia says, I have a 9 o'clock. This has been so good. Thank you. We'll do my homework. Happy to meet every 2 to 3 times. Natasha says, I'm going to have to rethink how to present what I do. Otherwise, it's looking like it's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, we'll go through the exercises, go through the next couple of weeks, and maybe this will be a good sort of test case to see if your company does actually appear. Okay, so let's go back to the last. Okay, so recap. So we went through the AEO foundations and learned about what it was and why it matters. And then we learned about the differences between SEO and AEO and that AI search engines and the impact on business visibility and recognizing that it's the new way of people looking for answers. And so your homework is to understand your audience questions. And yeah, feel free to use that link. And so I'm just gonna try to answer some more questions. Yeah, Kinga says baseline. Okay, yeah. So Amanda's asking, are you thinking fortnightly or an intense short month-long beta? Really flexible. Natasha says it has found some new tools. Yeah, there's some other tools like Google Search and Google Search Console. There's tons of that, and we'll be going through that as well. I'm going to throw it out to the group because I feel like there is some work to do, some of the homework, and I'm not sure how much time you all need. And given that it's summer, for I think most of us, not all of us, maybe. And so I'm happy to go fortnight. But if you can all put down what your preference is in the chat, and then me and Amanda can work something out. So let me know what your preference is. Flexible, flexible. Okay, I'm good for once a week, Delane says. Okay.
If you think I can, if everyone's flexible, do you think we can just do weekly, smash through it in a month? Like, do you feel like we could get through it?
Like I kind of feel like, the homework for weeks 2 and 3 is going to be like creating FAQs and in a blog post here and there. So it's a bit heavier
Okay.
for week 2. Yeah, yeah. So maybe 2 weeks can give us
Maybe
time to
fortnightly. Yeah,
yeah,
give everyone a bit
maybe.
of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy with either one. But yeah, just cognizant of the good weather.
And if that's too
Um,
much, even if like is monthly not quite enough, because there is, it could be monthly calls where everyone kind of does take their time and learn and evolve, and each month then we come back and we've kind of really done the work. If you think that'd be more valuable, or you'd like to make it a kind of a shorter sprint thing, um, yeah, it's easy. We can just change the dates in the Zoom call and just change the booking to whatever suits best. But
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can do like every fortnight for now, and then if that's too short or too long, then we can
yeah,
adjust going.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
flexible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Um, yeah, thanks, Amanda. Monthly might be too long to keep attention on the homework. That's true. Yeah, okay.
also,
Also
is that homework somewhere, Al, that we can just copy and paste that? Or that's all in your little thing that you sent us, that cool page you
yeah,
sent us,
all
just
in
what's on
that
the screen
link.
now.
Yeah, it's all in that Claude
Yeah,
link.
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And also, I would just love to know before there's any other questions, what was an aha moment for you in the last 50 minutes as you were learning about AEO? I would love to take that as part of the feedback
Yeah.
and how I might be able to also improve this session.
Couple of questions you answered for me: GEO, AIO, AEO. What are they? What are the differences? Everyone just making shit up.
Yeah.
That was really clarifying. So it's worth doing a whole a piece just on that, perhaps post and and that's really clarifying, and just using Perplexity a bit more because I don't tend to default to it. So it's nice just to have a look at that and see some new information.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very good food for thought because I actually shouldn't assume everybody uses Perplexity, even though it's my favorite tool in the world. So definitely will make sure I expand on that. Now you're hooked, Florrie. Hey. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You're hooked on Perplexity. I cannot live without it. Honestly, I have Perplexity Spaces, so it's kind of like your own folder. I have it for like the different projects that I'm working on. I love the Discovery, this news. It's all American based though. I love it so much. I have the pro account. Yeah. Okay. So fantastic. Yeah. So if you want, please put in the chat the name of your company. And we'll try to search for we'll try to search for your company based on the questions or have your question as your company um, um, reference so that when we go through the questions and put it into ChatGPT and whatnot, we can compare whether or not your company did show up because we will need to use other people's large language models since they are not as biased.
Oh, I just had another thought, Al, while I'm thinking on the spot. If you would like a custom little course area in school that's AEO and AI with Al, and then we can drop all the text, links, resources, tips, prompts, everything from this working group in a little in the classroom area in school. You'll see that Monica's got an area. We can have an Al area, AI automate, something with Al. And that can be where we drop all the links, put the links to the resources and tips and the homework and the documents and all of that to keep it in one cohesive place. And you might find more people might come and be interested and just follow along the tips and resources and even the link to the presentation, your link to your prompts and tools and everything like that would be super valuable. I think, Ella, should have thought of it sooner. But that's super easy for me to set up if you'd like to do that. I just think that would keep everything in one place really cleanly for everyone as well. Because we're building out this classroom a bit more thoroughly, and a few people are building out courses and even upsell courses and little modules and resources. So yeah, we're hoping to just build this out and make that where everyone can just jump in there and grab everything in that
I
one
love
spot.
that all in one. Yeah, that's a
Cool.
great idea. And that like this is being the beta, there's a lot of different ways that we can test and use that and the
Yeah,
feedback and information to improve it
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
That's love.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's all from me. Thank you so much, Al.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, any other questions? Thank you for listing all your company names there. And we'll definitely, if you save this chat, which is the ellipses on the top right, you can go back and copy and paste the different questions to put into the three platforms and test to see if we can find um, our colleagues, our peers, companies in there. And we'll put mine in there too. Oh, Elle's note taker, takeaways from this meeting. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
All right.
so handy. It tells us what's happened.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened. Okay, awesome. So yeah, feel free to ask me any questions in the school community. I hope you do enjoy that Claude link. I thought that was a better way to sort of manage the homework. And yeah, definitely if there's ways to improve it, let me know as well.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
thanks.
And everyone stay tuned on school and me and Elle will be dropping some stuff and resources and we'll have a little thread chat maybe for this thing. So you guys just stay tuned in there and keep talking to Elle in school and yeah, see you in if it's 2 weeks, we'll update the meeting in the calendar as well.
Wonderful. Thanks,
Yeah.
Amanda. Thanks, everyone. I'll stay over a little bit too for anyone who has questions.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
I'll assign Elle and leave the meeting and see if that works for you.